What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Welcome to Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with a message in regards to creation. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Knowing that is a free way to support the channel as well as to connect me with you energetically to get you guys out more resonating messages, whatever they may be. I want to say thank you to my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. As always, it's an honor, a blessing, a privilege being here, giving you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that any of the videos of mine that you happen to watch fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to use your intuition, to use your discernment, to take back your power, and to make the decisions that serve your highest journey in this here, now, here moment. Let's get into it, guys. I had this beautiful revolution when I was on my walk this morning. If you guys know, if you don't know, if you do know, it's cool. I'm just going to reiterate. Every morning, I go on what I call a prayer walk. Sorry, guys. I got this little hair right here. My dreads are... Some days they're good. Some days they got their own... Whatever, guys. So anyways, let me get back to my topic here. Off subject. So, I go on a prayer walk. If you guys have been with me for any amount of time, you know that that's one of my spiritual practices. I take my dog in the morning and I go on a prayer walk. And on my prayer walk, I practice affirmations, I practice gratitude, and I pray. And, you know, it's interesting because the other day I came across a Bible quote. It was actually a Bible quote that I was looking for. It was Matthew, I think it's Matthew. Let me see if I can pull it up. You know, I was going to play frequencies and I just totally forgot about it, so that's funny. Matthew 6:33, I want to say. I think that's what it is. Yes, okay. So, let me get one that's like not the King James version because, you know, and I would go pull out my little Bible, but it's over there. I mean, I guess I could pull it out for you guys. Yeah, let me go get my little Bible because I think it's going to give you guys a better idea. Okay. Yes, guys, I do read the Bible. However, I'm more spiritually inclined towards it rather than the religious focus on it, okay? But I got it right here. My little, yes, the Living Children's Bible, because it's easy to understand, okay? And actually, my mom gave me this Bible when I was a little girl, so whatever. You guys can be mad. I don't care. So I'm going to start at 31, Matthew 6:31, and I'm going to read to this end here. It says, "So don't worry at all about having enough food and clothing. Why be like then the heathen? For they take pride in all these things and are deeply concerned about them. But your heavenly Father already knows perfectly well that you need them, and he will give them to you if you give him first place in your life and live as he wants you to. So don't be anxious about tomorrow. God will take care of your tomorrow too. Live one day at a time, okay?" And I think it's interesting because in one of the Bibles, I think it's a King James version, okay? This is why I bring this up. There's a point to this. I think in the King James version it says, "Pray not with many words as the heathen, trying to take pride in this garble." Okay, it's like interesting the way that they word it. They're saying like if you say a small prayer, that's fine, but if you say this long prayer, apparently you're trying to be like the pagans. That's what it was. It was like the pagans. And I sat there and I laughed because it was like when Jesus went and prayed, okay, and yes, it's going to be kind of religious, but not really. This is more centered around spirituality because if you guys follow my channel, you know I talk about coming home, and coming home is coming home to source. However that suits you, right? You have to pray the way that works best for you. You have to worship the way that works best for you. You have to give gratitude the way that works best for you. You have to affirm and accept yourself the way that works best for you. There is no one shoe fits all sizes. That's just absurd that people think that, okay? And I'm sorry if I'm stepping on toes here, but I'm just being real. Okay, for so long we've lived in a society where we think that it's a cookie cutter version. You have to denounce everything and you have to believe everything that I tell you, and that's not the way that it is. Our perception doesn't allow that. So anyways, I like how it says this, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, And all these things will be given to you as well. The kingdom is heaven on earth. That's what they're talking about, is a heaven on earth. You must first come home to source. Why is this connected to creation? I'm going to get there because I had this realization on my walk. I started to say thank you to source this morning. I said thank you for creating me, for giving me breath, for creating me the way that you made me, how I am, as I am in this moment. Because you decided to give me life, saying that you are special. You have so much purpose in this world that I chose to give you life. That's what Source did for us. Every one of you guys watching this video has the same purpose for being here. You were given breath. You were given life. Not everybody's on the same journey. Okay? Don't get it twisted. It's not everybody's on the same journey. But we're all given life. We're all given purpose. We were all given breath. We were all created. And this is something that's so profound to be grateful for. And it's taken me so long to realize this. It was just something that came to me on my walk this morning. And I started thinking about this because on my walk, I spend time with Source. I'm telling you guys, I spend about an hour with Source, okay? Sometimes it's 2 hours. It depends on how long it takes me to walk. I walk anywhere from 1.5 miles to 2.5, 3 miles. It depends. There's no set amount that I walk that day. It's just however far I get, that's how far I get, okay? And then I turn around and I come back, and that's how far I go. And as I was walking, I was sitting there thinking about this quote, and it says, "Pray not with many words like the pagan." And I sat there and I thought about that, and I was like, but when Jesus went and prayed, he would pray for hours out in nature, in the beauty. How he would leave the masses so that he could go spend time with God. Okay, I call God Source. You guys all know this by now. Hopefully you do. If you don't, that's cool, whatever. But it's talking about spending time with our Creator. And that's what creation is. It's just appreciating that this greater source, this greater being, I guess. It doesn't necessarily have to be a being. I mean, it's an intelligence, right? Is what it is. It's intelligence because it's wise and it's knowledgeable and it understands us on a much deeper level, and it's unconditional love at its finest because it's true unconditional love. There's no judgment of us no matter what we've done. It's like if you messed up yesterday, today's a new day. It's like that there is none. It's even if you mess up in this moment, in the next moment is a new moment. Do you understand that? It's like Source isn't sitting up there like, oh, you shouldn't have cheated. Oh, you shouldn't have flirted with that married person. Oh, you shouldn't have done this. Source is saying it's not your actions. It's what you choose to do, knowing if those actions aren't serving you. Okay, and not everybody's willing to make that decision. Not everybody is willing to change that about themselves. Most times people will just continue on because it's what they're comfortable with. And it doesn't mean that Source loves them any less. But Source is trying to give us everything. The Heavenly Father already knows perfectly well that you need them. You need food. You need clothing. You need shelter. And yet everybody's concerned about being in this place of, I got more than you. I have better things than you. You know what? If we're just given the basics so that we can understand who we are on a deeper level, that will bring you more riches and wealth into your life. I'm not talking about material wealth. I'm not talking about material riches. I'm talking about a deep understanding of the truth of who we are at our core being. And why is that more than what we can physically bring into our lives out here? Because money cannot buy you happiness. And I hear you guys already know, but it can sure take care of a lot of my problems. So can you thinking things through. That can take care of a lot of your problems. Do you really need to go out to the movies this week rather than taking care of the bill that you know has been coming up? Do you really need to spend all that money on the extra food, or can you budget your grocery list? Do you really need to buy that car that you know you can't afford just to show off when your other car is running just fine? If there's not a solution, then it means it's out of your control. But if there is a solution and you just don't want to listen to the solution because it's not appearance-wise good, are you truly creating? Sometimes I have to pause for myself because some of the things that come out, I'm like, oh, it's a channeled message. Most of these videos are. I understand the subject when I come in on it, and I understand some of the things that Source wants me to say, but sometimes the things that come out, I don't know what they're coming. Like, I don't know what's going to come out until it comes out. That's why I sit there in silence sometimes, because I'm like, whoa, okay. Are you truly creating when all you're concerned about is what everybody else is thinking about you? We're the children of Source. Source is the ultimate parent. Father, mother, paternal, maternal. It doesn't matter the gender. Because Source is genderless, okay? Source is the creator. We have to label everything and say, oh, it's a father, oh, it's a mother. Source is the ultimate parent, okay? The parent you never had. The parent that's always encouraging. The parent that's always there when you're shedding tears. The parent that is there when you mess up, not judging you because you messed up, but just wants to hear about it. And wants to hear you figure out your own solution to it so that they can come in and inspire you the right way. And that's not necessarily the right way for everybody. That's the right way for you. And it might be wrong for another person. This concept of unconditional love is so ginormous. You have to be willing to step aside from what you've been taught in the four-wall building, saying that, oh, you're going to be judged and condemned. It's not about that anymore. Source is a being of ultimate love and light. It doesn't mean that there aren't devilish energies out there trying to get you. It doesn't mean that there aren't energies out there that are hidden in the shadows. Which equally so, it doesn't mean that there aren't energies out there that are hidden in the light that we don't even understand yet. What it means is that you have to start opening up to a different concept than what you know and walk away from the fear of what people have shown you about coming closer to Source and creation. Manifestation is all about coming into alignment with the Creator. That's co-creation at its finest. How do you balance yourself out? How do you come into a state of balance with the ultimate Creator? By coming home. It's not necessarily about falling on your knees and saying, woe is me, forgive me. It's about saying, I forgive myself, so that you can understand what real forgiveness is. Saying, I love myself, so that you can understand what real love is. And if that means that every day when you come home from work, you go and you complain to Source about what's going on with your day, out loud, saying the words out loud so you can hear yourself, you're going to see a change. Because that's exactly what I started doing. And then suddenly something changed in me, and I felt like nothing is worth complaining about, but everything is worth discussing. You're the ultimate parent. Why wouldn't I come home to you? Why wouldn't I wake up to you every day? You've never left my side since the day I took my first breath, and you're not going to leave my side ever. It's an infinite love. So when we talk about creation at its finest, people are talking about you being the creator. You are a creator. Absolutely. Why do I always start my videos? What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Because you are a creator. But the ultimate goal is to come into co-creation with the one true creator so that we can manifest our heaven on earth. Source knows what we need. But I love why this Bible says it this way. Why be like the heathen, for they take pride in all these things and are deeply concerned about them. The material realm. That's why I like this Bible, because the way it breaks things down, it takes it away from sometimes these other weird ways that they say things. This is not talking about the pagan. It's not talking about prayer in the pagan, which comes from the New James Version, the King James Version. This is talking about taking pride in the materialistic things, and you're always leaving them at arm's length because you're not coming home to God, to Source, to the Creator. Again, whether you want to believe this is a religious discussion or not, that is on you. That is your perception of it. I'm trying to teach you spirituality, and spirituality is to walk away from everything that you've ever been taught and to open your eyes up to a much larger perception. Are you ready to do that? Not everybody is. Not everybody is willing to walk away from the comfort of what they know. Coming home to Source is to be completely uncomfortable with the material realm so that we can be comfortable here in our hearts. What's more important to you? It was 15:55 on the clock when I said that. What's more important to you? Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.